everyone, my name is Thalia and this will be a first impression about Junketsu no Maria, or Maria the Virgin Witch. Now this was one of those anime that I wasn't sure of, like, should I check this out or not because of its synopsis and the ecchi tag. But then again, I checked out the cover and all that and it didn't seem too much ecchi, or in that way, I mean there weren't too much boobs showing, and I was kind of right. I mean, this first episode kind of surprised me. It was way better than I thought it would be, and there's not too much ecchi in it, and to be honest, it balances very well with the comedy that they put in there and like the historical stuff in there as well, because there's a big war going on in this story and they portray that very good. And there's other characters that are like a small family, and then herself, Maria, and someone who kind of looks after her, who can change into a owl, which I thought was kind of cute. But that person, when she is in person form or witch form, she is very how should I say it? She doesn't really have clothes on. It just seems like she just has some ribbons around her. Something like that. And yeah, it wasn't that disturbing though, because she is funny as well, and the same goes for Maria. So for me, for like first impressions for characters, it went very well, and I'm kind of hoping that it will be the same for later on, because I am pretty much enjoying this one. It also has this fairy tale vibe around it, because it's also like witches and there's magic, and I like the fact that Maria doesn't like war at all. She despises it. If there's a war going on, she's gonna do her best to stop it. While in the first episode we already saw other witches as well, and they don't really care about the war. Like, it seems that they actually like it because they were watching from afar like how the war was going on, and they didn't do anything about it, and Maria was the only one who actually got in there and released like a huge dragon. And just like how that dragon came to life, that was pretty cool to see, and because of that I really like the magic in the series so far, and I cannot wait to see more magic in here. The other interesting thing about this anime is that it also deals with like gods and beliefs, and people who believe in God don't like the witches, and they rather not see Maria stop the war or just be there, which is for me kind of ridiculous, because she is helping the people but they don't really realize that she is a good person. So I do like that that fact is in the series as well, and it's kind of more realistic that way, and that's kind of what I like about it as well. Thing is, with this episode we didn't really see what the synopsis said already, because the synopsis also says that because of her like using magic and all that, and maybe it's not the good way, or maybe, you know, we don't know exactly yet what is going on. The only thing we saw at the end of the episode is that she kind of had some, not shock, but like probably someone who was trying to talk to her or letting her know that it's not okay to do this, to like stop the war, and probably have like connections with real people as well, because she's a really good person and she helps people, like townspeople. She tries to cure them and all that. And then there's this guy, Joseph, who is clearly interested in her, and I think she likes him as well, and that's probably one of those things that is very wrong as well. But in the synopsis it said that when she loses her virginity, she will lose her magic, and it also says that she will not be allowed to use magic anymore when people are around. So, and she will do so anyways, so it's gonna be tricky, I guess, because if she wants to stop wars, there's a lot of people there, so it's gonna be pretty hard to stop wars in the future. And there's gonna be more wars anyways. You could kind of like guess that already, because there's a huge war. I think it's France versus England, something like that. And about the war, that was like pretty cool to see, because you had that one guy from the family and Joseph who were there, and this one new guy that we got to know in the first episode as well. But Joseph and the father of Anna, they were very scared to be there, and the emotions on their face and how they acted was, I like how they showed you that. You could really feel like how scared they are, and they just don't want to lose their family and die, and because of this stupid war, and it just had a bit of feels, and I was just glad that Maria was there to save them. But as the synopsis says, something is gonna happen with her, or either way there's gonna be something that will cause the war to continue on and on, but maybe she will save everyone. I don't know. I don't know if it will go that way, but I'm kind of curious to see the next episode. And like I said, this show does have the ecchi tag, but it isn't that much, especially not in the first episode. I think it probably got that tag because of the synopsis, because it just says that if she loses her virginity, she will lose her power, and that's probably why the ecchi tag is there as well, because there's no boobs and all that stuff, only for like the kind of helper, I guess, from Maria, but otherwise I haven't seen anything yet that is considered like very, very fan servicey. I like the way how they introduced the family in the first episode, like Anna, the little girl, and the mom and the dad and the grandmother. I really liked how they showed us how she was just not afraid to talk to Maria, like the little girl. She wasn't afraid. She just wanted to talk to her because she really appreciates the work she does. And I liked how Maria was kind of like disguised as an old woman. That was pretty funny as well. Like, I mean, the comedy in the series is what I like the most as well, but the characters are very strong, I feel like, and just the way how they presented them already, I feel like I will like them more and more. But then again, I also have the feeling that it could be this kind of series that goes up and down, kind of depends on how the story will go and how the characters will develop, I guess. But about the next episode, I'm pretty sure we will have some more information about the witches and just how Maria will be able to not use her magic in front of other people anymore, because that is the thing that we need now. So then the synopsis is clear and we know how the story will kind of go and how it got this way. So I'm pretty excited to see the next episode. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this first one. I honestly enjoyed it. Never thought I would actually enjoy it this much, because I actually waited a day to check it out because I wasn't sure, because I was like, should I really watch this or not? Am I going to like it? I'm not too sure, but I ended up liking it. So I'm not gonna say it's the best from the season already. Not at all, but I think this will be one of the hidden gems probably that people will not check out, so I'm glad that I did. So if you guys like historical anime with some comedy and witches and magic, you can check out this one. It has a crazy synopsis, but I think that's one of those things that I like about it as well. So yeah, that's my recommendation about this anime. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it, and if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to, you can still do that here or on my channel, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Bye.